Laughs and chat, stories unfold from our little group, bold and gold. Sip some coffee, share the vibe. Life's little moments served with style. So lean on in, come what may. Well, I thought it was funny, lights your day.
Good morning, folks. The time is 9:03 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 13th of August, 2025. And, of course, that's the 14th for my crazy friends there on the other side of the planet. Those folks in Australia, say hello to those folks in Adelaide. Say hello to those folks in Perth. Say hello to those folks in Victoria. Say hello to those folks in Sydney. And let's say hello to those folks in Melbourne. Hey folks, how you doing? Everybody around the world, all of you, want to know how you're doing. I hope you're doing fantastic. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started this group. Well, I thought it was funny. You folks are you're amazing. How do I know that? Well, the group's amazing, right? And it wasn't amazing before you got here. So I think that math adds up. Folks, welcome to the funniest city on earth. And why do we call it that? Well, 840,000 members, almost. That's more people than most cities have populations around the world, right? So, what are we? We are that funniest city on the internet, my friends. Population us, funny people, funny place, making people laugh. A lot of people. And it's only because of you. Cheers. Oh, that tastes good this morning. I did not sleep well last night at all. Got up really early, went to bed a little late, so that combination just sucks. I got a set of baggage under my eyes, like Samsonite or something like this. But I got to quit complaining, right? You know what? I'm awake. I'm alive. So it's a good day, my friends. And I'm talking to you. It's an even better day. Yeah, as I said, we're about 840,000 members. Probably about 839, something like that. But we're really close to 840,000 members in this community of ours. That's pretty amazing. And, I think it's great. And, before we go anywhere, please, right now, stop what you're doing. You don't have to listen to me. Please hit like, the laugh button, the concern button, that heart button, any reaction. Hit a reaction button on the video right now, please, so I know that you're out there. That's the whole point, just so I know that you're watching. If it's on Facebook, you know the reaction button's there. If it's on YouTube, do a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I mean, I much prefer a thumbs up. Hopefully you like what I'm doing, but that doesn't matter. A reaction or a comment, anything like that. I want to know that you're out there, my friends, before we go any farther. I'm not going to stop the video or anything. I just would love to know that you're out there. This is tough to do sometimes because I feel like I'm talking to the void. Well, no, I've got at least 6 amazing folks out there that watch regularly. I'd like to know if there's more, and I know there's a few more. I've heard from a couple of you, but come on, please, let's hear from you. Hit a reaction button or comment on the video, and it doesn't have to be anything, just like blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Just want to know that you're out there. Yesterday, I went to go see a movie. That's right, I saw the new horror movie starring Josh Brolin and other folks, but he's the only one I can remember the name of, called Weapons. Now, if you don't like horror movies, you're not going to like this, but I thought it was a unique horror movie, something that's unusual. I've never seen a story quite like that, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was well written, well directed. It was kind of a really interesting way to make a movie with the way they do the timeline and all that, but it was fun. I do recommend it if you like horror movies. Some people think it's a little bit long. It's over 2 hours, but I didn't find it long. I found it suspenseful. I was on the edge of my seat a couple of times, but it was a great time yesterday, and I really wanted to go see that Australian Pink Floyd experience, and I just didn't want to go by myself, and I wish I had started planning earlier, because I think that would have been amazing, but I didn't. I didn't get out to see it. I even offered to pay for the tickets for a friend of mine, but I get it. He's got to work really early in the morning and that, but still, it would have been amazing. I should have planned it a little earlier. I should have asked my buddy Dan. That's right, Dan Peterson, the guy. He's one of our admins. This is the guy that is unstoppable and funny. But anyways, I should have asked him. He's a music fan too. He probably would have wanted to go, but it was bad planning. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not disappointed in seeing that movie. That movie was fantastic. Now today, I'm so tired that I feel like it may have wrecked my day, and I'm not really good at napping. I've just never been good at napping, and I do have this acid reflux issue. And yes, I'm on medication for it. People do. Whenever I mention it, people comment on it, and I appreciate that. But it's it's due to a type of hernia that you're just born with. I think you pronounce it a hiatal hernia, but I could be wrong. Please correct me if you're watching this and you know better. But you're just born with it, and it causes acid reflux, and it can be really bad. Taking a nap can make that worse sometimes. It's just being an old man. So very tired today, and I'm always whining about something. I want you to know that I enjoy life. So really tired, so I don't think I've got a lot of things going on today. Now, I still want to install Linux. I mentioned this the other day on my main computer, the one that I do the production one I'm on right now. Linux being an operating system that's like Windows. Well, I won't say it's like Windows, but I mean it's an operating system in the way that Windows is an operating system. That, you know, basically the backbones that's running on your computer. I want to set that up on this computer, but I've been having an issue installing it, and I haven't really been applying myself to it. So see if I can get past the issues I've been having and try to get that installed. I think it's down to something called BitLocker, which is a thing that encrypts your disk on Windows. It's a good thing. I mean, it keeps your files and your information safe, but at the same time, it may be causing an issue here. So that's just me talking about what I might do today. That's about it. If anything else comes up, I will let you know in our next video. I promise. I really do. I really do promise I'll do that. Now, I did ask everybody to comment on yesterday's video. Yesterday's video. I asked you to comment on all the videos about what you're doing. Well, I realized last night that either myself or one of our moderators had probably accidentally turned off commenting on that video from yesterday. If it was me, it was accidental. If it was one of the moderators that did, I'd have to talk to them, but I think it would be an accident. I actually think it was probably me. I probably clicked the wrong button. Anyway, so I turned off commenting, so even if you wanted to tell me what you were doing, you couldn't. I'm so sorry, folks. Like I said, if it's me, well, I'm just a dumb guy. So, sorry. I'm going to try to make sure commenting's not turned off on today's video. Please, I'd like to hear about your day, your week, if you want to share a little bit about where you live, like, you know, your city, your town, your village, whatever it might be, your country. I'd love to hear about that. You know what I'd love to hear too? I'd love to hear you say, well, I thought it was funny. If you want to do that, you can always record a video. Send that to me at admin@wellighthoughtitwasfunny.com, because I want to make a video for if and when we hit 1 million people, and I want to hear the voices. I want to hear your voices. I want to hear the voices of, well, I thought it was funny. So I can get people saying, well, I thought it was funny. You know, that'd be amazing. And make a video that maybe it builds to a crescendo. I tried this before, but I didn't have enough recordings. So please, I'm off on a tangent, but hey, you know what? It's related. So here's something you could do today if you're sitting around not knowing what to do. Pick up your phone, hit record, and say, well, I thought it was funny, and then send that to admin@wellighthoughtitwasfunny.com. That link hopefully will be in the notes for this video. Really tired, kind of forgetful at the best of times, so you know, I'll do my best to make sure it's in there. Yeah, let's hear about your day, my friends. Anything about your day that you want to share, and if it's shareable, I will talk about it tomorrow, as long as you give me the permission. You know, your hobbies, maybe what you're doing at work, if you can, and if you want to share what you do for fun, your pets, like I said, something about your hometown, country, city, whatever it might be. Let's hear about you. Let's make the funniest city on the internet the friendliest city on the internet. Let's build a sense of community. Let's hear from a few different people. Wouldn't it be awesome to feature a different person every day? Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. Once again, it was pretty hard to comment on yesterday's video when comments were turned off. I'm going to try to make sure that doesn't happen again. And if you want to share photos, you can attach photos to your comments. Absolutely. If you want to share video or videos, and I think that would be amazing, you have to send that by email, because we don't allow video comments because of some horrible video comments we've had in the past. But send that, once again, to admin@wellighthoughtitwasfunny.com. I'm looking forward to your input. I really want to hear about you. we've got some great posts that we're going to feature today. I've got 3 that I'm going to feature today. I'm just going to bring up their names here. So we're going to start off with a post from Bev Fox Cottrell. And this is one I have seen before, but it's been a while, so I allowed it to be a repeat post. But it's, like I said, it's been at least several months since I've seen it. So I'll shut up. I'm going to bring it up. These come up in front of my face. They're funnier than I am, good looking, and at the same time, it makes it easier when I post these to Instagram and TikTok later on. I don't have to do as much editing. All right, so I'm going to shut up and bring it up. Here is Bev's post. Cat owners will probably understand. All right. I thought it was funny. We've always owned cats. Growing up, we owned cats. Now, back in the day, we used to let our cats run loose. We don't anymore, like outside. But this was something outside, inside, outside. And it's funny. Thank you very much, Bev. I really appreciate that. Let me just take that one down. Now, the next one is from Lizzie Grin. I'd be surprised if you don't recognize that name. Lizzie Grin is one of our top posters. Posts funniest stuff all the time. Bringing that up. All right. So true. Oh my gosh. Take a long weekend, it can be like this sometimes. All right. Thank you very much, Lizzie. I hope you folks found it funny. I can't be the only one. I think hilarious post. Really appreciate it. Gonna drop that down. Now the last one is from Suzanne Larson, and I call it Chilling Squirrel. Uh, it's just funny. It's been hot for a lot of folks around the world, and I think we can appreciate this squirrel.
Just chilling.
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Lizzie. And thank you, Bev, folks. Thank you for making a whole bunch of people laugh, not just me. Well, I know it's not just me. It can't be just me. Cheers to you and cheers to everybody for all your funny posts. It's the reason why we're sitting on the cusp of 840,000 members. It's because you've made this place so funny, and we appreciate that. Keep them coming in. Maybe I'll feature your post tomorrow. All right. We did the feature post. You know what time it is? It's time for the bad jokes. You know those kids that wouldn't let you borrow a pencil in class? They grew up to be those drivers that won't let you merge on the highway. Why didn't the jalapeno practice archery? Because it didn't have an arrow. I called my wife to tell her I saw a fox on the way to work. She asked me how I knew it was on its way to work. I just hung up on her. What's the difference between bird flu and swine flu? Bird flu requires tweetment, and swine flu requires ointment. I'm thinking about throwing out my glasses and never wearing them again. I've seen enough. I hope you enjoy those jokes. I work hard for you to get that joke segment done. It is the toughest part of the video to do because I have to research, I gotta find jokes, then I have to record each of those jokes and I edit each of them separately because, well, I'm not talented enough just to say them all in order smoothly. So, and there's multiple takes. There's a whole bunch of takes there are. And sometimes I drop F-bombs and I have to drop those ones. I have a reel of just me saying F-bombs that I'm not going to post out here. But if anyone ever wants to see it or hear it, and I don't know why you would, I could definitely share that with you. But anyways, the joke segment. The bad joke segment. They're not all bad jokes. I hope you found a couple of them that funny. I hope you laughed. That's the whole point of it. And you know what I'd love to do? I would love to tell your jokes. That's right. Why don't you send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if I use your joke, I am going to thank you for your joke. Just like today. Today I used 3 jokes from this book here that I've been showing off for a while. Dad Jokes, the cheesy edition by @DadSaysJokes. Not affiliated with them at all. And oh, by the way, they're on Instagram and they're on Facebook. I think they're on YouTube. and they're probably on X, but I don't really dabble there, so I don't know that for sure. But anyways, I'm not affiliated with them, but I've told many of their jokes, and today I told some jokes from them, so I gotta thank them, don't I? Of course I have to thank them. Why? Because they earn those thanks. And I'll tell you what, I would love to tell your jokes, and I would love to thank you for telling your jokes. Absolutely. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and if I use your jokes, I am going to thank you in this portion of that video. And you know what would be really cool? Why don't you record yourself telling a joke? That's right, on your phone, your webcam, it could be cassette, it could be a video cassette. I don't care. You send it in, I'm going to make sure I can use it. Well, don't do beta cassette. That'd be really a pain in the butt. But I would make sure I transfer that over into a format we could use. Why? Because I would love to have you tell your jokes. Send that to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com also, or if it's physical media. Like, I'm serious. Like, if it's a cassette, and I would use it, I would make it work, or a video cassette, which would be awesome. Just contact me on Facebook, DM me in the group or whatever, or comment on this video, and we can communicate back and forth. I'll get you my address. That would be crazy. So send all of that, your jokes, you telling jokes, to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Hey, if you can, do me a couple of favors. Try to make somebody laugh today, if it's an appropriate moment. You'll make their day better. And make sure you're laughing. Please try to make yourself laugh. Find something that makes you laugh. Hunt it down if you have to. And if it's really funny, share it to the group. Tag me in it. And maybe I'll feature it tomorrow. If it's already on the group, comment on it and tag me in that in the comment, and I can still share that tomorrow, and I will mention the fact that you brought it to my attention. Let's laugh. Commercial time. Got some great stuff. Got some great coffee cups. I've got stickers, hoodies, all that stuff. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to run the commercial. Please visit our store. We'd love it if you purchase any of our products. But anyways, time to shut up. I'll be right back. We're going to talk about how awesome you are. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com, where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Thanks for sitting through the commercial, my friends. And if you do purchase any of that stuff, please snap a photo of you, your shirt, your hoodie, with your cup, your sticker. I want to see how you represent, my friends. I really do. I told you we're going to talk about how wonderful you are. Oh my gosh, you are wonderful. You have made me so happy. You know, I started this little group because I wanted to make people laugh, and I was making a few people laugh. We are making so many people laugh now, so many people, and maybe we'll get to 1 million, and that'll be incredible. But right now, almost 840,000 funny people like you. That's just incredible. And we've got this laughter machine that we call, well, we thought it was funny. This funniest study on the internet. It's like I don't know what you call it, a juggernaut of funny, you know. I won't say it's unstoppable, because we know that's not true, but sure is making a lot of people laugh, and it's all because of the funny stuff that you share. It really is. And keep it coming in, please. Please, please, please. I appreciate every single post. We're not able to post everything that gets shared to the group. We're not. We have to filter out a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of spam and stuff like that. But that good stuff is the good stuff. And you folks are the good stuff. I'm going to be here in a new video on Friday, but I'm always here in the group. You can always find me. I'm always, going through the pending posts and getting rid of bad stuff. So I'm never not here, my friends. But I'll see you again on Friday. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.